this online IT skills module. This lesson, Using the Web, is divided into two topics: using web forms and performing searches. More specifically, this lesson covers the purpose of web forms, the functions of input fields on a web form, simple and advanced web searching. Before we look at how we add information to a website, we should understand that there are a number of reasons why we provide data and information about ourselves. There are many reasons why we do this, but the main ones are to register for online services, provide payment and delivery details when we are shopping online, or to enter news posts on social media websites such as Twitter or Facebook. The information we provide to websites is collected by web forms, which are then sent to a server for processing. The information we have provided is then acted upon by the owner of that website. There are many different types of input fields on a web form, but let's look at the most common ones in more detail. On your screen is an example of a text field. This is a simple text box that allows the user to input a single line of text, such as a name or username. Certain web forms may require you to create a password when you are signing up for a service online, or creating a new online account. Password fields resemble text fields. However, for security purposes, typed characters in a password field will normally show as dots on the screen. On occasion, you may be given a number of choices on web form and asked to indicate your preference. A radio button is used to limit the user to one exclusive choice from a set of predefined options. As you can see from the example on screen, they are normally circular with a descriptive label. As only one selection is allowed, if the user clicks on a different radio button, the previously selected one is then deselected. In contrast to a radio button, a checkbox is used where the user is allowed to select any number of choices. In our example, you can see that checkboxes are usually square and contain a tick or a cross when selected. Unlike radio buttons, checkboxes are independent of each other, which means that selecting one doesn't deselect another. Once you have completed the web form, you will normally see a Submit button. Clicking on this tells your browser to submit the form to the website's server for processing. Now that we are familiar with the purpose and input fields in a web form, let's demonstrate how we enter data by registering and creating an account with Twitter.com. First of all, we're going to click on the full name box. This is an example of a text field. Then we'll type in our full name. Let's use John Smith as an example. Then we'll click on the email address box and type in our example email address into this text field. Finally, we'll click on the Sign Up for Twitter button. In our second topic, we'll look at the steps you need to take to find information on the web using a search engine. We'll also demonstrate how you can refine your searches to find the exact information you're looking for. Let's start by accessing our search engine. Type in the URL for google.com. Once we have clicked the search button, we'll see the Google Home page appear in our browser window. Search engines work by using keywords to locate websites on the Internet. Keywords are key phrases held by search engines that are used to provide relevant links to any search a user may make. So, for example, if we wanted our search engine to locate sites related to education, we would type in the word education as our keyword. The search engine will then trawl the web, and within seconds will retrieve the sites related to your keyword search. On occasions, you may not be able to retrieve the exact information you're looking for by using a simple search. Should this happen, you can use an advanced search option in Google. To use advanced search, we'll go to the lower right corner of our browser window and click on the Settings link. From the menu that appears above this link, we'll click on Advanced Search. This opens up the Advanced Search page, where we can see a number of options we can choose to customize our particular search. Let's complete some of the fields on this page to demonstrate how this feature works. In this example, we're going to look for websites which contain specific words. To do this, we'll click on the exact word or phrase text field and type in our example phrase, Education Institutes for Arts. Google will search for web content matching this phrase in any language. We only want English language sites, so we'll click on the Language button. And we'll select English from our list of options in the drop-down menu. We can shortcut to this option by pressing E on our keyboard. We can also instruct Google to search for specific file types, for example PowerPoint or Excel files. In our demonstration, we're going to restrict our search to PDF files. We'll select PDF from the drop-down menu. Click on the File Type drop-down menu. Select PDF from the options list. Having refined our search criteria, we'll then click on the Advanced Search button. The results of your advanced search, based on the criteria you selected, will then display in your browser window. Once you are familiar with using a search engine such as Google, you can use this process to search for any topic. Valuable sources of information, such as internet encyclopedias and online dictionaries, are freely accessible to everyone on the web. On your screen, you'll see wikipedia.com, probably the best-known online encyclopedia. Let's take a closer look at this site and see how we can retrieve information using its built-in search facility. Scroll down the page. Click on the search box. In this demonstration, we want to retrieve information in Wikipedia about e-learning. So we'll type e-learning into the search box. We'll leave the default language set to English and then click on Search. And on the next screen we can see the resulting Wikipedia article relating to e-learning. As well as Wikipedia, online directories are an excellent source for finding information on the web. On your screen, you'll see www.dictionary.com, where we have access to word definitions, a thesaurus, famous quotes, and a translation feature. Let's take a closer look and see how we can find information on this site. First of all, we'll click on the search box. On this occasion, we want to find a definition for the word hope. So we'll type this into the search box, and then we'll click on the search button. On screen, you'll see the results from www.dictionary.com. We have a definition of the word, along with several examples of how this word can be used in sentences. Knowledge check. Practical exercises. Congratulations, you have now completed this third lesson in our online IT skills module. You should now be able to explain the purpose of web forms, identify and explain the functions of various input fields on a web form, perform a simple and advanced web search using a search engine, search for content in online encyclopedias and dictionaries.